Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first swing today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected. Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's complete. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap,
nobody can bring him down. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
And the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 1, third down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Panthers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Enough for a first down at the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We reach the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Receiver in motion now. A top pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll use the ground game here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Escapes the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on third down now? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Running back has it on a screen now. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Comes up with the catch. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle in some traffic there. Now brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Catch made by the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They're going to run it. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium.
3:25. Rolling. Check. Alert.
Sticking with the running game. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a run. Running back's got it.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, it's a deep throw down the right sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. See what the call is on first and 10. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Jukes to get past a man. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The offense threatening now, first and goal. Caught near the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Florida International. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. And the offense will use a timeout. Have a quick meeting on the sideline. That sack makes it second down and forever. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Aggies will have to kick it away when it comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the running back takes the handoff. And some room to work now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the 1st half. The Aggies will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. Holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a hurry up. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, A&M. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fights off a defender.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25. And Kirk gets FIU with the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. And it's incomplete on the... Too much on that ball. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Trying to extend the play. Going to scramble now. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they hand it off to the back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Again, makes it second and medium. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield.
Cricket.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He's got it out of the 25. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop it. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Tailback with another carry. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Just keep churning these yards out. Playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal. But keep eating that clock.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the offense just takes a knee here. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal to hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. The offense decides to just spike the ball here. Quarterback operating an empty set. No press here. The defense backing away. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is